Yo, it's Aidan, and it is my first time at Art Basel, Miami, much less my first time in Miami as a whole. I'm here at Scope Gallery on Miami Beach, about to meet up with Robin, better known as Rhymezlikedimez, one of the most prolific illustrators making art right now. Let's go check out his stuff and some of the other artwork here at Art Basel. How did you get started drawing from the get-go?
Yeah, it's gonna sound like a very sad story, but it is not. So I didn't have siblings, and I had a lot of friends like in my hometown. But when I had to go with my parents like on travels or like restaurants or whatever, I like often didn't have like kids to play with.
Oh, right.
So my mother always had this bag with her with my drawing stuff. And I just always was drawing. So I was either playing with my friends or I was drawing.
So we can thank your mom for this journey in illustration that you have.
Thank you, Christine.
What was it like having one of your first paintings bought?
It felt, I don't know, it's really weird because I've never felt like an artist or a painter or whatever. So it's like, because I come from a digital background, right? I've been drawing all my life, but I hated painting when I was a kid. It's so messy. It kind of feels validating, but at the same time, it's like that. Everyone's talking about the imposter syndrome, but that's when it kicks in. Like,
okay.
I come from Belgium. It's like a very small town country, and it helps because like we're like raised in a very humble way. And my friends like keep me down. I don't want to be like the cool guy.
No, I feel
I'm a nerd and I embrace it.
I love that, dude. I love that. I have this idea, this sort of like free-flowing sort of thought analysis idea. Your work is super unique. And I'm very fascinated by how you develop these original characters. So I was thinking we develop some original ideas together. So here's the plan.
That's a nice segue.
So essentially,
you brought the whole fucking setup. That's nice.
Brought the pack. Feel free to select whatever utensils, whatever weapons seem fit. But so essentially the plan here, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna brainstorm 3 random things. And they can be anything. It could be food, people, genre, animal. You're gonna do the same. 3 random things. And then after we get,
just like we just go.
Exactly. The more unique our items are between each other, the better. Do you have any like movie inspiration or animation inspiration that inspires your work?
Samurai Jack. The Adult Swim one is insane. Like so like every background is a piece of art. Samurai Jack was the first time, because like in Belgium we didn't have a lot of access to like anime, which is always really beautiful and really detailed. But like all the animation was very like stripped down. Like you had like Dexter's Laboratory or Powerpuff Girls. I was too young to appreciate the minimalism in there. I was looking for something that was cool. Like Kids Next Door, I love that illustration style. But then, like, first time I saw Samurai Jack, I was like, "Yo, how didn't I notice? And how is this even real?" Like, and the funny thing is, I lived in a small town village. We didn't have Cartoon Network, so I had to go to my grandparents every Wednesday afternoon after school to like go check like Samurai Jack, like all those things.
Cool. All right, let's compare. Let's see what we got. So we have Dr. Doom's Samurai Jack. Oh shit, I had a Samurai Jack one as well, but I crossed it out for Totoro.
Okay, damn, Aku is one of the dopest characters ever made.
Oh yeah, dude. His voice lines are incredible.
Insane. IKEA, damn.
Let's do Dr. Doom fish tacos.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
I don't know how a fish taco looks, but we'll get through it.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Your style like has a very unique sensation, a very unique flair, obviously. And
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Of course, dude. Goes without saying. But I am curious, like, what advice might you give somebody who is sort of trying to figure out their style for themselves? Because, like, you know, nowadays you see images everywhere. Sometimes it can feel kind of difficult to find your own identity, especially when it comes to creativity. So, yeah, what advice would you give to somebody
I would say just like look what's not there yet that you miss. Like I started doing these visualizers in hip hop music because I felt like they were missing like nice quality animation.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive to do, so I get that it's something that like in a genre that used to be underground, but
yeah,
I just started making them because I actually missed it. Like that was like a vacuum that wasn't there, and I was like I wanted to see that. Like if it wasn't me, I hope someone else did it. I feel like whenever you create something that's not there yet and you actually really want it, other people are waiting for it too usually. So you know, that's like how I think about it.
Okay. Should we do a 10-second?
Not ready at all.
10, 9, 8.
Wait, fish.
7,
Just a fish.
6, 5.
Yes. Damn, yours is so much better.
What the hell? Not even, bro. What are you talking about?
I cannot draw and talk at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yours is amazing. Your fish is so good. I'm really amazed by your multitasking skills. That's crazy, man. I would never be able to do that.
Like the conversation plus the drawing sort of stuff.
I'm very bad at that. But
hey, no, it looks great, man.
We're kind of in the same pocket.
I know, yeah.
I love that.
So, you know, we got warmed up. This seems like a good time to check out some of the stuff that you've already done.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that's out here already at Art Basel. Should we go check it out?
I would love to show it to you, man.
All right, let's do it. Beautiful.
Like it.
This piece is special.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle is the subject of this painting, of this artwork. Why did you select Nipsey as the protagonist of this piece?
He's such a staple in hip hop. He's such like a legend.
Yeah.
He's a giant. That's why I wanted to depict him in this like low angle perspective, like with like his head high up in the sky, because he's like people look up to him so much. I've been wanting to create something as a tribute to him, but unfortunately he passed away, and then like I wanted to like give it some rest. Like I didn't want to immediately make something like post it. So yeah, and I felt like now was the time. I was listening to Stuck in the Grind, one of my favorite songs of his, and I just like pictured this. So I started sketching it out, and then I was like, why not do a painting? And that's how it was. It was like a very organic process.
Yeah.
I do draw a lot of music artists and especially rappers, and Nipsey had to be one of them. And I think within hip hop, he's such a mogul, and he talked about a lot of important things. It wasn't just about like the money or whatever. Like it was a lot of spreading wisdom, and like I think that was something that's very important in hip hop music, because it's rappers are on their own, and they are taken advantage of by labels. He was speaking about making sure you get that deal in the right conditions, and make sure you have value, like you know your value. And he talked about that like all the time, and not like even I as a visual artist could relate to a lot of stuff he was saying. Like the stuff you make has a lot of value because people like it, people buy it, and you can't sell out, like, and you can't like you have to really know your value. So it's like it's just, I think it's one of my most important pieces that I've done.
Can you talk to me a little bit about who this is and how you came about to this original concept?
Yeah, it started from me wanting to have my own character, like my own protagonist in my work, because I work with a lot of like other music artists or celebrity or brands, and I felt like I needed to put like a little bit more of me in there.
Okay.
So that was like the original incentive.
I see.
And then I just like, I had been drawing that guy like throughout the years. I think he has like this cloudy head because I'm very cloudy headed.
Okay.
I'm always like, I don't know, people think I'm high sometimes, but I am not. I don't do drugs, but it's like a metaphor for me in a cartoon world, I would say.
I see.
I wanted
so this is like a little bit of it's like a little Robin here almost.
Exactly. It's like a Robin in the Rhymezlikedimez universe.
Nice.
I wanted them to be like, or her, I don't know, I just call it Puff.
Nice.
I don't want to like specify it too much, but it had to be like a human form of, so I could like have Puff drive cars, have Puff skate, like, but I don't want it to be like a human face. Like I don't know why. So like the cloudy headed thing always came back to me.
You have this lovely painting over here. You have some lovely sculpture work as well. And you're also very well versed in NFTs. Could you break this down for me a little bit? Talk to me about how this NFT came around and how I can get it for myself.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, so first off, I thought it was really interesting to have the painting and the digital painting, as we call it here, next to each other. You don't see the digital version of a canvas next to each other a lot. Like,
Yeah,
that's something that it gets you thinking, like, what are the differences? Where is the difference in value? Because like a canvas is something that's always like a very valuable original piece.
Sure.
An animation used to be just like a digital video, but now with like NFTs being a thing, there's a certain value that's added there too. So I thought it was really cool to like have those be showcased next to each other on an art fair.
That's cool. It's a little bit conceptual too,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly,
like,
I like that.
You're asking the question, where do you derive value? You know? I think that's really cool.
Exactly, and which one is the centerpiece? And like, I think that's really important. I think for me, the added value with the digital one is that the music is in there. For the soundtrack of this NFT, we worked together with Mike and Keys. They're producers that worked with Nipsey. Like, they're longtime collaborators and did a lot of the beats on like Victory Lap and earlier work as well. So I'm super proud to have them like be a part of this. Also, the motion, it creates depth, right?
Yeah,
like, it's like the camera is like moving up and down a little bit. I always think it's cool to have like the static design and then after that see the animation, because you actually like literally blow life into the character. Like Nipsey's actually brought to life, which I think is a really magical thing. Same for my character Puff, he's now like bouncing in the car.
I think it's cool how like the piece itself has like a heartbeat, and I feel like I can hear it a little bit without even putting on the headphones. I think that's special. It has like an energy and a life that is unique to the painting, but is, I don't know, also related to it in the same way.
Yeah, thank you, man. That means a lot, because like I let my work be directed by the music. Like I always try to do that. It has to be like a synergy between the music and the visual. I think that's really important. And it's cool that you say that you always hear the beat without listening to it.
Absolutely.
You should, by the way, because it's a really good beat. But like, that's what I try to do. It has to be like Rhymezlikedimez is a visual brand, but like music is like right in the DNA of it, like at the start of the DNA of Rhymezlikedimez. So yeah, that's really important to me.
That's cool. That's beautiful, man. Thank you. That's perfect. And then it leads up to this, and here we are.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only the beginning, man. I feel like this is like, it seems like I've had some years behind me, but this is the beginning. I want to do so much more. I want to create stuff that like impacts people's lives.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, you've impacted us, and we're gonna be watching. You know, we're gonna be waiting for what comes out next.
It's been an honor to be interviewed by you.
Thank you, man. It's been an honor to speak with you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Likewise.